Alright, I'm back. Alright, Xavier, you said you were heading down and waiting for Swift, correct?
Yes, with Tobacco and Burr.
Alright, Swift, what you doing? Gotcha. Yes, the king does want to investigate this underground civilization that's been living under his nose the entire time. He's very upset that it exists and he didn't know about it.
I'm going to.
Alright. So, Swift, King Rex, Xavier, Trabaco, and Cocklebur all meet up at the same place. I believe you're all going to the Underdark, correct?
I turn into a tiefling and I tell Tobacco to turn into a drow.
Alright. Trabaco will grumble in protest because they kind of abused him for most of his life, but uh, he will grudgingly accept.
I know you don't like it, but it's just for a few hours, max.
I hate this look. I look like the enemy.
Wanna be a tiefling?
Yes! And he will snap into a tiefling faster than you've ever seen him change.
Fine. We'll just be the tiefling brothers, I assume.
Are you a tiefling too,
Her will
Xavier?
say, yeah, I'm a tiefling.
He'll fist bump you and go, because we are brothers!
Yes, I've seen tieflings before, Swift.
Yes, they are rare, but not completely foreign. Anywho, so the your own little side party is all together. Where are you headed? I didn't hear a response, so I will repeat. Where are you guys going? What are you doing? What's the plan here?
Oh, we didn't hear any of that. Well, considering Swift knows the location, he's in the.
Going to Disneyland. Yes. You said you're doing what now? You know the location.
Since Swift knows where we're going, I'll be following him.
Oh, okay. All right. You can make a perception check or a persuasion check, depending on whether you're searching the environment or asking people. Can't roll below a 15. As you look throughout the city, you see there's plenty of armed guards, and a lot of the pedestrians are clearly capable of extremely powerful magics, but no one's immediately hostile to you, and no one makes any active effort to get in your way of, or obstruct your objective. All right. Well, then make a persuasion check if you want to speak to the local residents. Unless, of course, you can't roll below a 15 on that. Okay. So, Xavier, if you want to roll persuasion to talk to the local populace, you can do so as well. As you look around, you do not immediately see any minotaurs wandering around the local bazaar. Alright, with a 14, you don't get a whole lot of information as people are pretty preoccupied with their own day to day lives and you're some random stranger. But as far as you can tell, people are either indifferent, don't know who she is, or go like, oh yeah, I know her, I had drinks with her, she seems nice. No one seems to be particularly knowledgeable about her. But with a 14 only, you're not able to get anything super useful out of them. Okay, roll persuasion. No, she does not. As far as you can tell, she doesn't have any rabid fans that would maul you over in her name. Xavier, with a 13 persuasion check, it sounds like almost out of spite because you're not a local that they don't give you any really great bar locations. They all just keep pointing you towards the Temple of Grazit, like almost sarcastically, like, "Oh yeah, the best booze in town. That's where you want to go to the Temple of Grazit. Definitely the only place you'd ever want to go to, outsider."
I'm a tiefling, man. What is this treatment?
They appear to be annoyed with you because you're wandering around like a tourist, asking a bunch of questions that you should know the answers to. So they're kind of annoyed, like almost like a local Floridian getting irritated at tourists. Like, look at this rubbernecking douchebag.
Fine, I'll just go to the temple like they said.
Alright, it's not particularly hard to find the Temple of Grazit, as you can hear music thumping from inside. There's this concept, almost like musical breathing. And you can see like what's either mist, steam, or smoke just kind of rolling from under the door.
Can I make a nature check to see if it's weed?
Absolutely. You immediately recognize that this is the mist of human sweat and lots of, we'll just call them herbal remedies.
Yes, this was worth my nat 20. This is what I should have kept my nat 20 for.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, I head inside. With bird.
You get hit in the face with almost like a wall of smoke and steam and body odor as you see just bodies on top of bodies writhing over each other. Exactly. You're not sure if this is meant to be a brothel or a dance floor or both, because dancing and fucking are both happening at the same time.
Xavier is just gonna look. They said this was a bar.
As you look over the writhing bodies on the dance floor, you can see that there is a bar in the far corner, and there's a very long line to get a drink.
I'm just like, I try to remember myself. They didn't say this was also a.
Yes, you can see as you look up around you, the walls are covered with depictions of hedonist heroes, they're called, and you can see like mythical figures and gods right next to like frat boy idiots swan diving off of a roof into an underground pool. Like they're held at the exact same esteem and reverence as gods.
Xavier's just gonna put it together and you're just like, gods, please forgive me for being. I feel like I've sinned. As he enters to try and investigate that.
Alright. You can make a persuasion, investigation, or perception check depending on what specifically you're looking for.
Well, I'm gonna enhance ability and for wisdom stuff, and he's gonna take a look for like any places guarded by guards, like so for like stairs or.
Absolutely.
30 points.
As you look around, there's nothing even remotely resembling a guard or a bouncer. People kind of just do whatever they want and no one stops them.
Well, I'm gonna investigate for any doors or anything that could lead to anything.
Absolutely. What is with a 27? You see two things of note. You see that there is someone with this very strange headband with padded earmuffs, with his hand scratching some strange disc. It doesn't look like it's metal or stone. And you see him constantly pushing buttons and twisting knobs. I've never seen anything like this contraption before. Must be some sort of runic magic.
Wait, what did you say? I see. I blacked out.
So you're able to see in the back there is a very, very large door. And not too far from that, there's a man sitting at like a booth, at like a desk, that's full of what must be runic magic, because he's like pushing against stones, twisting knobs, and constantly rubbing his hand around this strange black disc. And he's got this weird headband on with padded earmuffs of some description. I've never seen anything like it.
I know what this is, but for my character, I'll go to him.
You're gonna go talk to him?
Yeah.
He goes, whoop whoop, what kind of prey are you looking for? We got all the greatest hits.
Well, whatever you're playing now is love.
Oh, this is Requiem for Drugs. It's everyone's favorite hymnal.
Yes, I am a big fan of Requiem for Drugs.
Are you rolling?
Yes, I am, fellow 20.
I don't know, man. I think you're sobering up. Here, have a treat on me. You look a little stiff, and it just breaks my heart to see you so stiff and uncomfortable. And he'll hand you this sort of like tablet, pill sort of thing.
Yes, I appreciate this greatly. And he's gonna do the old thing where you like act like you put it in your mouth, but you actually just.
All right. I'm not even gonna make you roll for sleight of hand. He's not paying attention, and he appears to be high out of his mind. He goes, "Yeah, man, wait until that kicks in. You'll be in space with the astral dreadnoughts sailing through time and space."
Oh, yeah, I can't wait. By the way, I'd like to ask you, what does that door lead to?
Oh, that's Grazit's throne room, bruh.
Who's his throne room?
Grazit, god of debauchery, man. You gotta check it out.
All right, I'll go ahead and.
Alright, as you walk over to the door, you realize that it's not actually a door, it's just a curtain of beads.
Of course it is. Of course, because why wouldn't it? I just go in.
You see about 30 men, women, and other of many, many races, most of which you recognize. At least one of which is just an amorphous blob that seems to be oozing around the people. And you can see this man just sort of observing and pleasuring himself with his concubine. Don't worry, it's not
Yeah.
NSFW.
Please, yes, I'd like to see that. Yes.
Hey, it looks like Nightcrawler.
Kinda does, actually.
Looks like every Chad would be if they were.
So he's got his own personal concubine, and then he's examining the orgy in front of him and like licking his teeth, like.
Xavier is just gonna approach him and is just like, "Why aren't you joining the fun?"
I like to watch.
Ah, that doesn't sound creepy at all.
So you gonna put on a show for me or what? And he stares at you with lusty eyes and sucks his teeth like an absolute creep.
I, well, not really, but I know who could.
Xavier, could you do me a favor and make a perception check? I think I DCD on my laptop. What? Bow, bow, down, 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 down. Oh, disconnected. Okay. Xavier, can you do me a favor? There we go. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. It seems like what you would assume is a very standard orgy. Swift, are you in the room with him? What are you doing?
Right, that was fast. I'm back. What happened?
Alright. As you arrive into the building, you see that this is a dance floor / orgy situation. There's the smell of sweat, body odor, and we'll call them herbal remedies just flooding the atmosphere. You can see there is a, with your insane passive perception, you can see what the player would recognize as a DJ, and then a room blocked off by beads in the distance. It's in the queue, Shanawani. Once the song ends, it'll play.
I know. I thought I was the wrong song. It proved to be the correct one.
Just for shits and giggles, do you have proficiency in performance? If not, roll for it. You see King Rex just immediately starts acting drunk, and he's been drunk enough times to do it flawlessly. You are also believably pretending to be drunk out of your mind, and you two just kind of swagger through the crowd, just sliding across moist bodies, and you can go wherever you want to, and no one will stop you and offer you drugs. Alright, Swift, with your excellent passive perception that is substantially better than that garbage roll of Xavier's, you can see there's a pit of like 20 or 30 people. Grazit's on like a throne with his own personal concubine, and at the bottom of this orgy is Freya in her... So, Swift, you immediately recognize Freya at the bottom of the orgy, and she looks like she's having the time of her life. You also recognize several of her minotaurs that have gotten into the pile, and you can also see Xavier awkwardly talking to Grazit. Alright, Xavier, you see Swift pointing out that Freya is at the bottom of this orgy snake pit. God damn it, Xavier. Alright, since Xavier is struggling at the moment, let's actually hop on over to Shanawani real quick. You've assembled, after about 15 minutes, Bun Bun finally finds the correct sending stones and assembles everyone, and they will head into the labyrinth if you so instruct them to do so.
Which she will, guiding them to where she found all the runes.
It's a very, very long trek, and a lot of them are like teenagers, so there's a whole lot of pissing and moaning as you go many, many miles in one direction just to go down, and many, many miles the other direction just to end up 300 feet below where they were before. It's all very irritated, hungry, thirsty people.
Shanawani is going to say, if I hear any more of that, then I swear you will become target practice for me.
My feet hurt!
She shoots right at the guy's feet.
Ah! What's your problem, man?
I am being impatient with you. So if you don't shut your yap, you will be. I will give you a reason for your feet to hurt.
The kids all grumble and complain and pull up their sending stones and talk to their friends.
She's going, I swear, if I ever have kids, I'm going to make sure they get proper respect.
Eventually, after a long and arduous hike, the kids do get, and they will, unless you want them to do something else first, they will start disarming the pillars.
She will have them each use something metallic to pull the runes out.
They will all roll their eyes as you hand them something metallic, as they all cast prestidigitation to create a trinket in their hands, and be like, "We use magic, old woman. Where are you from?"
From she whispers all the horrors she's seen in his ear.
Whatever.
What? No intimidation?
Teenagers don't give a fuck about authority.
She is so angry she slapped him across the face.
That is assault. I am a minor. My dad's gonna sue.
And I am running on my last nerve. You keep this up, I will be be tying you to a post and seeing if I can get all your toes from 100 yards away.
You spend about 15 minutes in a fruitless and frustrating argument with lazy, whiny teenagers who don't want to do what the man tells them. It goes absolutely fuck all nowhere.
Even though it's a woman.
I don't give a shit.
Okay.
You can immediately tell the good kids from the rebels, because the good kids are hard at work during this 15 minutes, while the lazy kids who sit in the back and don't participate are all just preferring to argue with you rather than do work.
Okay, she defers to Bon Bon for this.
Anyone who doesn't help is gonna get an automatic failure for their next exam. So you better shape up, children. And I'll go, fine. And putting in as minimum effort as possible, start disarming the pillars.
Since Yuno is there, would she be able to guide the children since she
Would she be able to buy the children?
guide since she loves children?
Guide. Oh, thank you, Swift. I don't know why I couldn't understand that word. My brain just quit. Guide the children. Yes, absolutely. Yuno will be hard at work guiding the children, making sure they're doing what they're supposed to be. And she immediately gets along with a group of very sassy teenage girls. And they start gossiping, and you can hear them giggling and pointing at you, but they're just quiet enough so you can't hear them.
Oh, me? I'm downstairs in an orgy.
Oh, yeah! So you wouldn't know that they're gossiping about you. Shanuwani does.
She rolls her eyes and assists the rest in getting the runes out.
You overhear one of the girls going, I bet that Xavier guy has a tiny prick. And Yuno goes, well, he's a changeling, so he can change on command. Yuno is hard at work defending Xavier.
Yuno, thank you. Protecting my own.
The funny thing is, they probably haven't even given a thought to Shorad.
You're a drow. It's a known fact. They have a small pecker.
They're all then going to just start gossiping about Heavy Metal Ludist and how cool he is and how much they miss him.
Oh my god, Heavy Metal Ludist. I miss him. I just remembered.
Yes, with the left and right hand hard at work, you can see Shanuwani as they are not fucking around like these teenagers. They are moving with military precision. Spec Ops, move to pillar, yoink the rune out with their metal dagger, move to the next one. Move, tink, move, tink, move, tink. This small band of left and right hand members is probably doing double the work, getting twice as much accomplished as the entire student body.
Shanuwani gets an idea and whispers to Bon Bon. Tell them if they, the one who gets the most runes out gets to, doesn't have to take the exams.
Well, now that's crazy. Not taking exams. This is an institution of higher education. It is our entire purpose to test these children.
Yeah. Would you rather take longer and run the risk of having your college fall into the dirt, fall into a hole?
You make a good point. And he'll wiggle his whiskers at you in frustration.
Okay, go ahead and tell him.
Whoever gets the most runes out doesn't have to take the final exam. Automatic pass. And you see these kids are suddenly much more motivated. They're nowhere near as efficient as the left and right hand, but they're moving noticeably faster.
There we go.
Anything else you want to do while you're here, Shanawani, or are you just going to lend a hand with the disarming of these pillars?
He's gonna lend a hand, trying to. She's actually trying to do it with the same proficiency as the left and right hand.
Strictly for narrative purposes, let me have you make a sleight of hand check for how quickly you can yoink out these runes and move to the next one. You put the left and right hand to shame as you start cruising through pillars. Like you're not even stopping to fiddle with them, you're just running past them, tapping your dagger or python or whatever against the hole where the runes are, and just sprinting to the next one. Sprint, ting, sprint, ting, sprint, ting. You're cruising, and everyone is impressed.
Well,
the teenagers are noticeably less sassy with you from this point forward.
yeah, and she smirks and just goes back, continues.
All right, hopping back over to the Temple of Grazit. Swift and Xavier, you can both see Freya in the orgy. You can see Grazit chilling out on his throne with his own personal concubine, and he's just constantly sucking his teeth and staring.
You know, it's Well, I have nothing to say to you anymore. It's a pleasure being here.
You have nothing to say to him anymore. You just what?
Telling him it's a pleasure to be here.
Anytime. You know, if you want to participate, there's room on the bed. And you look at the bed, and there is genuinely no room without climbing on top of someone.
By the way, Swift, would you tell me about Freya since I didn't see her?
Yeah, Swift, with your passive 18 perception, you're able to point her out. Okay, you already did. So, Xavier, you can see Freya at the bottom of this orgy.
Love seeing her. This picture of the queen getting fucked. That bitch. He's just gonna be like, well, if we right now, it wouldn't a lot of witnesses. So I'd say we just wait a bit. What do you say?
You're just gonna wait a bit and wait for her to get done?
Yeah, because a lot of witnesses, and I mean a lot. And no one cares about anything that happens.
Yeah, there's zero security.
We can make this look like a hot thing. Make it all seductive and Swift. I don't think a simple dagger would be able to kill Freya.
Oh, come on, that 1d4 damage ought to do it.
Well, he probably has like 12 d6s from sneak damage. You have to remember those. But still, I don't think they'd be able to do much against. It's still not confirmed, but she must be a.
By the way, whatever happened to the disposable wand of power word kill?
Was with Garrett, Joseph, and he's no more.
Oh yeah, so that wand is gone.
Yeah, such a shame.
Bye. And if it's legitimately 12d6 damage, that's a max of 72 damage.
that's under the impression that she killed my country 50/50 because knowing Freya, I assumed that her con is like plus 10. And that's me assuming because from what Xeno showed.
That's a maximum of 126 damage. That's a lot of damage.
I would be able to do that in half. I think you already doubled the damage.
Alright, so you just, are you waiting outside of Grazit's door or outside of the club?
Hope to get into the orgy and
I didn't hear what you said.
I think he wants to get him in there and kill her.
Did you say you're gonna get in there and kill her?
That's what he wants to do. Yeah, see?
Alright, yeah, she is, you would have advantage to hit because technically she is restrained from front and back.
Well, yeah. You don't kill her in one turn in this attack. Please allow me to do the honors.
If you guys want to do a team attack, you absolutely can.
Okay, I can, if you're willing to do so, I can add a possibility of 4d10 of fire plus the initial 1d6 plus 5. So possibly I can, well, 25 damage, add it to your attack. Wanna do a double team attack? Alright. Guess we're teaming up on her. Oh my god, that sounds so wrong. Sounds so many levels.
I just want to give you guys a opportunity here, just in case it changes your mind, that you've never actually asked if it was okay to hurt someone, and no one else in the club is hurting anyone. You're also in front of Grazit, like within 30 feet of him. So, just gonna throw that out there.
Alright, I'll go ask him. I'll go ask him to go. How do you feel about people?
How does he feel about what?
People killing each other.
Anyone who raises a hand of vengeance in my pit of hedonism, lust, and passion will be reduced to a stain on the floor.
What if it happens seductively?
He will pull out a greatsword called the Wave of Sorrow and just point it at you. Don't try me.
Oh, no, I would never dare, sir. Well, I just needed to know for.
What you do outside my temple is your own prerogative, but when you step in here, it's all feel good. Swift, with your passive perception, you do see a wide variety of multicolored stains, in fact.
You know, would I have had time?
Would you? So if you have to turn you way up, hold on.
I don't know. I just
I just opened the gift. God damn it. So yeah, he's basically giving you free reign to stab her as long as it's not inside of his temple. Sure, why not? Oh, Stunk and Zell would absolutely love this place. This would be 10 out of 10.
There are a lot of species here from what you said.
There are so many, and there's hundreds of people on the dance floor to choose from.
Huh. Bro, I just opened the wiki. It literally has for every character they've ever slept with and a score next to it.
I believe it.
I love this. I love the internet.
Alright. So, do you guys wait outside of the temple, or what's your plan here?
It's wiki fandom. But yeah, we're waiting up.
Alright. So, before Freya leaves, you see about 200 Minotaurs walking out, pulling up their pants, pulling their shirts back on over their torsos, adjusting their weapons, and looking very, very satisfied. There's just like a march of them all leaving at once.
Hello? We could turn into those minotaurs, right?
If you're a changeling, yeah. Minotaurgy.
I'll touch Swift on the soldier, on the shoulder, and use enhance ability on myself and him. So we would have advantage on any charisma checks.
Okay.
And on those-
So, Xavier, you can polymorph yourself, and then Swift, I believe you're also a changeling. King Rex will simply give you guys plenty of leeway.
half changeling, man. What is this disrespect? Yeah, he is an OG changeling. I was a changeling. One day you told me you're a changeling.
I'm gonna argue that these Minotaurs are high off their ass, while you two are experienced adventurers and experienced changelings, so I'm not gonna require a check to if you want to just slip in with the 200 other Minotaurs.
But he's leaving me. As I enhanced him as well. I need him. He's the one that could lead me to victory.
Alright, if he needs to take a minute, then we're gonna hop on over to Shanawani. Shanawani, a couple hours have passed, people are still hard at work. Is there anything else specific you want to do? This looks like this is literally gonna take all day.
Take.
All I heard was take.
I didn't catch the it's going. All the I heard from you. All the looks like this is gonna take.
Oh, this looks like it's gonna take all day, literally. Like 16 hours of effort.
All right, Shanawani. What's this going? Asks Bon Hoppingsworth if they got it handled.
Yeah, he's going to say that he's going to thank you for your service and tell you that with the children and the left hand present and the right hand present, that they can take it from here, and you have the ability to go handle your business elsewhere.
All right, she's gonna go try and get to the catch back up to the group.
All right. I'm going to say that just for the sake of convenience, that happens without issue. And So you're going into the Underdark to meet up with your friends, right?
Yep, and she's got to singularly look at a place because she is a high elf.
All right. Before we roll for an encounter, because you're a high elf, make a perception check to see if you can see their party members right before they change into Minotaurs. Because you don't know that they're passing off as Minotaurs. So with a nat fucking 20, yeah, Swift and Xavier use their changeling abilities to transform into Minotaurs and join like an army of like 200 of them and start walking among them. And just as you're about to go over there and see what's what, you get stopped by some drow guards who put their swords to your neck. What are you doing here, outsider?
She turns up her nose, and says, "I am here to speak to one of your benefactors, Freyja. Oh, Freya."
Make a persuasion check to convince them that you're here on official business and not here to spy on them, seeing as you're not a drow. They'll sheathe their swords and be like, "We'll be keeping an eye on you. Stay in our sight, or things will get nasty."
Oh, don't worry. I won't. Don't worry. I'll make sure to be clean. And she leaves.
You can see that every step you take is closely monitored by the guards and the citizens. And as you're just walking by places, people like slam their doors shut in your face. Vendors pull down curtains and go, "Actually, we're closed." And people just get out of your way and give you the meanest stink eye. You can't walk anywhere without it being a big deal, and you would start attracting attention.
She smirks and just continues on, just humming along to herself. And oh, wait a minute! I think she actually knows deep speech. Once.
Oh, right, Xavier. Yeah, you have Burr, and Burr can't change things, so he's just gonna stay out of the way. Him and the king will get out of the way.
Yeah, so they can vibe to.
They'll be back up. And then Shanuwani...
she knows Undercommon.
She knows Undercommon. Excellent. Make a how do you want to handle this? You can speak their language. What do you want to do? Because right now you look like Moses parting the Red Sea, and this makes adventuring difficult.
She will speak the universal language. Money.
You're just gonna start throwing money in the streets? What do you mean?
She will go. She will go to one of the. She will run up, snag one of the drow, and press some money into his hand, saying, "If you help me out. There's more where this comes from." She'll hand him 10 gold coins.
He grabs the coin and he looks at it. He goes, I mean, he'll bite it. Gold is gold, but I have no idea who this person is. Whose face is on this?
Some dope.
Some dope. Okay.
That's some dope. I'm gonna take him off a course. But there is a lot more where that came from. She holds up her very full coin purse, does a few jingles to prove her point.
All right, they will let you inside of their home. Should you be so inclined, what would you like to do once you're inside?
She will say, "All right, I'm looking for someone. A woman named Freya." Oh, and I would like to have some something to make myself look a little bit less conspicuous, because I stand out like a Goliath in a den of kobolds.
She seems delighted to help you, and she'll goes, "I'll let you borrow my makeup."
Splendid. She will pay for the makeup, but to use the makeup.
She goes, "My name is Trin Trin, and did you say you were talking about Freya? Oh, I love her. Isn't she just the best? She's so spicy and sassy. She doesn't take shit from anybody. I love it."
No, reminds me. Oh yeah, she reminds me of a certain friend of mine.
Oh, who's that?
Funny enough, it's a drow by the name of Shorak.
Ooh, that's a strange name. Where's he from?
Oh, he's from a place you probably wouldn't know. He's from far away.
Ooh, far away, exotic.
Oh yeah, and she's gonna Shanawani's gonna try and make herself look like a drow while getting Trin to help her out.
Ah, drow? No way, sweetie. Let me give you a makeover. And she's gonna start rubbing some red foundation on you. She's got a spare pair of prosthetic horns. Ah, my poor boyfriend. He lost his horns in combat, and he just was not the same. Here, you can borrow his while he's away. He's got plenty of spares. Trust me, sweetie. And she spends about an hour giving you the makeover of your dreams.
She goes, very well. In case I break them, she puts down some more money.
Well, aren't you just the sweetest? I knew I did the right thing by trusting an outsider. You know, for how much shit people give outsiders around here, personally, I just adore them.
She smiles and she lets herself being made over.
She'll do your face, hands, and any other exposed portions of skin that you have, so that you look like a reddish pink and absolutely gorgeous tiefling. And you've got a very ornate set of horns with like flowers and butterflies and glitter. You just look fabulous.
She smiles. She admires herself in the mirror before done. Thank you very much.
This has been fun. You must come back sometime. It's so drab here.
Oh, maybe one day I can help. I can show you around on the where I live.
That would be delightful. I say delightful.
She smiles and gives her a hug before getting up to. I think.
It's kind of like Jester. Oh shit! I didn't even know that. Anyway, while Shanuwani is getting the bestest makeover of her life, what are Swift and Xavier doing?
Well, all me, Swift, and Trubako are infiltrating the Minotaur base.
Okay. So as they walk back towards, it's not really a base per se, so much as they've rented out an entire tavern for themselves. And they've got, the Minotaurs are still a little woozy, but they are positively carrying Freya, who is half-dressed. They've just kind of draped a blanket over her, and she is passed out. She looks like she had the time of her life, but it was draining. She did quite a little bit of draining herself, too.
Did they put her in a room? Since it's a tavern, did they put her in a...
Yes, she has her own private room with 2 beds, and they're just going to lay her down, make sure she's all nice and comfortable and pampered and taken care of. They've got some water by the nightstand. It's almost paternal how carefully they look after her. They definitely appreciate her more than just a leader.
Swift, wait for that. I tell Swift, I just whisper in his ear. Wanna be a spider?
Swift, can you roll below a 15 on stealth? Is that possible?
Oh, he can't. Plus 17, Zeno.
With reliable, do you have reliable talent on Stealther now? You probably do. I just want to be sure. Okay, I'll give that to you. And then Xavier, how are you getting in? You said you're turning into a spider?
I'll wild chip into a spider and climb from the outside.
The barkeep.
Actually, I'll just
Huh?
go ahead.
The barkeep would definitely make an attempt on your life if he saw a spider in his tavern. A roll for stealth with advantage to avoid getting swatted by the barkeep.
Come on.
You're able to sneak by undetected. Alright, so the two of you are effortlessly able to make it into Freya's room where she has passed out.
Xavier as a spider, he's just gonna rub two of his little hands together. He's just like And as soon as I'm up to Freya's room, I turn back into Xavier.
Alright, then what?
So, wanna do this together? I look at
Mechanically, I'm going to have Swift roll first, but narratively, I think it would make more sense if you attacked at the same time, but you guys do you.
yeah, we get you. So roll ahead, Swift.
And of course, you have advantage. She's unconscious and you're stealthy bastards. 28! Nice.
This is doing advantage. Oh, you already crit since she's sleeping. So roll your 50 b6s, man.
She's on drugs. She fails her con save.
Oh. Man.
I don't know if any of you have ever been on ketamine, but that shit'll knock you out. 32, nice.
Think that's it, Zeno?
You said, do I think that's it? I know that's not it. I'm not even gonna start counting until Swift tells me what the damage is.
And it's crazy. Man. Xavier a few months ago said he'd never assassinate her, but at this point, good to not do.
Kind of don't have a choice at this point.
Yeah, I really don't. It's just like it's either now or never.
You can't leave her with the finger on the button like that. Just need to check up the level up quests really quickly.
Freya is not on the level up quest.
Just check.
I would have loved, but she's not. I have to go kill Tullius. Typing a lot. Starting to get scared.
All right. So let me write that down, and then Xavier will have you attack with advantage yourself.
Plus the 4d10s, so let me.
And I believe we talked about this before. You can that they are weapon attacks, not unarmed attacks, because otherwise that's just way too much goddamn damage.
Okay, I'll go for another. Can I go for 2 attacks since it's the same turn?
Yeah, no, it's basically you have a free action to beat the fuck out of this person.
Did the 16 hit or not?
She's not wearing her armor right now, so yes.
So 42 plus 12 plus. $78. So 78 plus Swift's damage.
So that's 178 damage total, right?
Sir.
All right, my turn. So, while Freya is just passed out, half naked, sleeping off the greatest night of her life, you two bastards sneak into her room, surprise ambush her from above, and beat and stab and rend and tear her. Their blood, flesh, muscle, and sinew splatter all over the walls. She is bloodied, she is awake, and she is sober, and she is pissed. Roll initiative.
I knew this was gonna happen, man.
What the fuck did you think was gonna happen?
I knew it. I was just like, she's a barbarian. She probably has like 15 million hit points. I knew it.
No! Really?
Yeah, this is why I never said I wanna fucking assassinate her, because it would be impossible. Uh, well, start initiative, Xeno. But remember, one is already started. So yeah.
God damn it!
I just told you. What are you doing? Vsauden, don't your characters usually start the fire? Yes, lovely. I love when I get that one. Perfect moment for a nat one. Yes, of course. Swift, cut off her tongue. Off her tongue so she can well. I'm telling you this now as your friend. Off her tongue.
I normally do a -2 for a circumstance penalty on a called shot, but if it's her fucking tongue, I'm gonna make that a -4 penalty, because a tongue is a very small target protected by teeth and face.
Hey, if Swift is able to do it, Swift is able to do it. Plus, she's not. She doesn't have her armor. So
Wait, she's
Hey.
a barbarian. She doesn't have any armor. Nah, fuck it. Never mind. Technically, that 16 shouldn't have hit, but that's not the point. Be advised, her armor class is higher than 16, because I forgot she's a barbarian who doesn't wear armor, and it's Dex plus Con plus 10.
how do I know your character more than you?
I'm a dumbass, and I was distracted by the stabbing.
You never even told me what Freya is. You're just looking at her barbarian, insane hit points and insane.
Alright. So, Swift, you're up first.
cut off her tongue.
Are you aiming for the tongue? Okay. With a -4, that's still a fucking 25. That's 12 points of damage. You know what? Fuck it. Why not? Tongue disposed of. And yeah, she is still going to scream.
There's still the sneak attack damage, since he had advantage. Yeah, see? By the way, Swift, you also have Assassinate, since your turn didn't come yet, so it's an automatic ring. Fuck you, Zero! So 68 plus 24. 90.
Alright, how much total damage do you do on your turn, Swift? Or are you still making rolls? 58 in total? Does that end your turn? Cunning action, disengage, back up 10 feet. Okie doke. Alright, it's Freya the Great's turn. She was not particularly happy about you cutting out her tongue, so she is going to scream. She can't use her villain action, but she can still get the attention of her minotaurs, and you are going to hear a fucking earthquake as minotaurs start stomping out of their beds and getting their gear on. And they're going to start getting ready to get in, and you can hear them rumbling. Shanawani spent an hour doing makeup. You guys, it was less than an hour to get here, so Shanawani might be a bit late to the party.
I can get us an escape route. We just need to end this.
Okay. You take a quick look here. One moment. Sorry about the silence on my end. I'm just taking a couple of looks, checking a couple of stats, just deciding what I would like to do.
I'm not deciding how I want it. One shot save.
Alright. Now, I personally feel like you guys would be disappointed in me if I didn't pull out some bullshit. So let me just quickly explain what happened.
So terribly saddened if you didn't pull out some bullshit.
You see horns protrude from her head as she transforms into a minotaur the horns then ignite, and she charges and goes swift.
Why not me? This is not real rivalry. If she's a listen,
And because
They-
she's moving at least 10 feet in a straight line, she gets the gore damage, the fire damage, and some extra piercing damage as long as she hits. Let me take a quick.
why did you dissing? You did that to yourself.
No, reliable talent is for ability checks.
Yes.
So 31 hit your armor class.
I love Freya already. This is amazing.
When you're wielding a finesse weapon, melee attack reaction to add 6 AC. It's not going to help.
Doesn't matter. 31.
All right, I got some numbers to crunch. Hold your horses.
I'm excited to see how much damage you can do in one. Man. Listen.
That's not bad. And then with her multi-attack, she will attack again, but since she's not moving at least 10 feet, she's not going to get that extra damage. Does a 17 hit your armor class? I believe.
Already uncanny dodge, so a 17 would hit.
How about that? You take an additional 19 points of damage as you are impaled with flaming horns. And that'll end her turn.
Oh man, just so disappointed. Fine. I'll just.
Xavier, it's your turn.
So. I'll tap for my first. So that doesn't hit her AC. I can assume.
No, sir, it does not. Because I forgot she's a barbarian.
Yes, I
Advantage.
But will the attack hit her since it's the first?
Let's see. The first attack definitely doesn't hit, but the 25. Oh, yeah, that hits. It's still a 25.
Okay, so I'll use stunning strike. I need a con save from. You heard me, right?
I didn't hear a word. What's up? Oh, stunning strike. Okay, con save. $17.
Boom, fails. So she's stunned until the end of my next turn. And not only that, since. Yes. Wait, let me choose which. Give myself advantage on all of my attacks. Or should I just attack her right now? Attack.
Wait a minute, that's your third Pit Fiend's Bladed Fist on this round.
Yes, because even so, I have dual wielding. So since they're a weapon, I can still do them 3 times.
It's not a finesse weapon.
Ah, all right. So I'll cast on myself. Where is it? Guardian of.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, well, that's what I. Or yeah, but since it doesn't count as an unarmed strike, it doesn't.
Yeah, I talked to Xavier about that because I did some tinkering with the weapon without thinking it through, so I had to make some adjustments.
Yeah. Basically, I have advantage on all of my attacks from now on. I cast this as a bonus action.
I don't see anything that says advantage on attacks.
What?
Where do you see advantage on attacks?
When you make a dexterity and wisdom bait attacks, roll with advantage.
Oh, okay. You just meant when you are attacked. I thought you meant your attacks. All of them have advantage. I was like, wait a minute.
The one I'm attacking. Plus, she's stunned anyway, so we do have advantage.
That's true. Does that end your turn?
Yes, sir.
All right, Swift. It is your turn, and she is stunned. What you got? That does not hit.
So disappointed. I gave you everything you need to shine brightly, and you throw it away.
He didn't throw it away. The dice gods were just not in his favor. Besides, doesn't he have multi-attack and, dual wielding?
He's a rogue. Oh yeah, he might have dual wielding. You're right.
Actually, Xavier, while I have a second, can I have you look up if short swords are finesse weapons?
They are.
Let me look it up. They are? Okay. Alright, Xavier, because I was basically thinking that these gauntlets were like short swords. If those are finesse weapons, then I will take back my earlier statement.
So I can still do my dual wielding ability.
Yeah, on your next turn, I will let you use the dual wielding feature if short swords are finesse weapons. My old ruling still stands, but in the future, just be aware.
I get why you did that, but don't worry, we won't need it because I'm gonna do another attack.
Fair enough.
I'm just waiting for my turn to.
I will use my bonus action to pull out a dagger. Okay. Does that end your turn, Swift?
He is stunned.
Xavier.
Alright, it would affect Swift as well. Fine. I was about to orb of fire them, but I'll not. I'll hold myself. I'll attack 3 times with advantage for my amazing spell that I just casted, and I'll kill her.
All of those hit. How much total damage?
Let me do the math. 70 plus 80,
How much?
85.
All right, your attack, your triple attack with those pit fiend's bladed fists are absolutely devastating. You see her intestines spill out onto the floor. She looks wounded, bleeding, and weary, but she is still on her feet. Ah,
I need a con save.
fuck!
Fail. She's stunned. Zeno, I'm not getting you get the chance to live happy. Kill her, Swift. Actually, please don't kill her. I want to have the satisfaction, but you can't.
"21 hits.
Hear you say it. I want to see you say, how do you want to end this?
Let me do some math real quick.
Wait, why 45? 9 plus 27, 35. Not 4.
All right, as you impale her with her rapier, she is standing on her last leg. Her entire abdomen is exposed, and she cradles her exposed abdomen as you see there is a second life growing inside of her.
Has taken a turn. Okay.
Yes, she has already taken a turn in combat. Does that end your turn, Swift? Be 36.
Did you correct the damage she took, the 9 extra damage that she took from his...
What's the total damage? Swift, count it up for me.
Total it would be 42.
That's barely more than it was before. She is still alive.
Yay, I'll get to end her. Alright, she's stunned, so she doesn't play. How funny life.
Alright, Xavier, you can see through her exposed abdomen that she is pregnant. How do you want to end this?
Wait, you can't drop this on me like this. You can't be like, oh, by the way, she's pregnant. This.
You can
What do
see
you think this?
you can see a 4-month-old fetus growing inside of her, all of the blood and viscera pouring away to expose this child. And then you brutalize her with your gauntlets. How do you want to end her?
As Xavier faintly notices the fetus, as he's going in on her attacks, he's gonna start delivering them more slowly as he feels the guilt and how heavy his hand feels as he kills. an innocent child.
All right. Freya collapses to the ground, and you see the baby twitch and fall still. It is at this moment that Shanuwani and the Minotaurs catch up. The Minotaurs crash through the room, and Shanuwani, you were on the scene as well. So before we continue, Shanuwani, what are you doing?
She bursts in just as she sees the death of uh, then she says to the other two, "Run!" And she draws her bow and this is an arrow at one of the Minotaurs.
All right. All right. If you would like to do that, Shanuwani, you're gonna have to roll for initiative. You did not make any attempt to stealth, so you get no free attacks.
Would you say a fetus counts as a human?
Sure.
God
damn it.
you. Fuck you, Zeno. You know what I'm doing. I'm taking the baby with me for later reincarnation. I have a chest of preserving. It's basically a refrigerator, so I'm putting him in the fridge. I'm reincarnating the baby, Zeno, and there's no way you can.
Go for it.
Well, it takes an hour, so we have to escape. Then we can do this. But hey, I didn't. Oh, actually, I know. I know, and I would be lying if I didn't. If I said I didn't know. Yeah, but in-game character, I didn't know, so that's gonna be my excuse for this. I like I messaged Dino so much about it. I'm just like, well, I wanted to kill Freya, but now I can. But then I discovered that in game I don't know she's pregnant. So yeah, that sucked.
The only way you would have known is if Joseph had told.
Yeah. By the way, this is Joseph's.
Technically, it's Joseph's fault he didn't tell you that he impregnated Freya, so blame him.
Yeah. So this child is gonna grow up to be one of my own. This is decided. He has Freya's strongness, and Jojo's not smart. He died. So if you get caught, it revokes all your smart tests. So yeah, he's smart. He's strong at least.
Alright. 200 Minotaurs assemble. They're between. So they're facing you. Shanuwani runs in behind them because they're coming from upstairs and like from their rooms to here. And I'm going to argue that 200 Minotaurs can topple a flimsy a hotel wall without a check. So I'm going to say that they knock down the wall. And how big would this room be? 30 foot by 30 feet? 30 feet divided by 5 is 6. So 6 Minotaurs side by side are able to fill the room and charge forward.
Shots fired from Swift.
Well, it's my hotel and I'm making up the dimensions. I'm saying 30 feet by 30 feet by 10 feet.
Oh, he's not talking about that. He's talking about the labyrinth that you said
Oh,
was.
fuck you! Shut up, Swift! I still love you. Anyway, so 6 of them are going to charge forward. 3 of them are going to gore Xavier. 3 of them are going to gore Swift. And these are just ordinary Minos, so let's do this bad boy. They have great axes. Oh no, wait, they have great axes and. Yep, we're gonna go.
Come at me with all they have. It's worth. Oh, by the way, the ground around me, the 15 radius around me is difficult terrain.
Let's see. They have more than enough movement to overcome that.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know.
So let's roll to hit Xavier first. 22, 13, 16.
Only one of those hit.
You can absolutely stab someone once really hard on your own fucking turn. And
Get out! Zeno, you didn't have to attack him like that. Like, I understand wanting to attack Swift, he is evil, but don't.
I'm just saying I don't have any AoE. Yeah, I think Shanuwani might. Oh no, wait, Shanuwani's a fighter. Anyhoozles, Xavier, you take 20 points of damage. I still love you, Swift. I'm not trying to talk shit.
Nothing. Zeno, I'm telling you now, this is nothing. Just kill them.
Alright, 21, 14, and 11. Does only the 21 hit?
He can add a +6 to his defense.
You,
Swift.
Swift.
3 were attacking me, 3 were attacking you.
So what's that make your AC? Nice. Alright, Swift the Rogue, you're gonna see him juke and slide and bob and weave out of the way as 3 Minotaurs come flying at him. He uses his roguish abilities to just yeet himself out of the way. The other 200 Minotaurs, they just don't fucking fit in the hallway. So they're not in combat, right? They're in combat, they just can't hit you because there's not nearly enough room in these tiny ass hallways. Swift, it is your turn. As you look around you, you can see that there is a limitless supply of Minotaurs in front of you and a window behind you. What do you do? Alright, I would like you to make an acrobatics check to crash through the window without hurting yourself. If you get a nat 1, you're bouncing off the window. Can't roll below a 15. Okay, never mind. You cunning action, disengage, and yeet through the fucking window, crashing, dive rolling to safety, and getting the fuck out of the Underdark. Shanuwani, you see that there is a limitless supply of Minotaurs. Your friend Swift is already abandoning this place. What do you do?
Okay, Shanuwani will, she gets an idea, and she, okay, can she see a support pillar?
She cannot.
Damn it. Alright, well, she, change one of her arrows into a bursting arrow. Fire one into the midst of the minotaurs.
Okay. Nice.
At which the arrow glows bright and explodes.
What's the area of effect?
10-foot radius.
What's the save?
There isn't one.
Nice.
So one of them took 30 damage and the others took 70.
Yeah, it's force damage. And she will shoot another shoot a couple more arrows, and then she will get the hell out of Dodge.
Why attack them if you're just gonna run away? You've pissed them off now. What was the point?
He didn't want to miss the action.
Yeah, she's getting the hell out of Dodge.
You could have done that without it. Let's see. 13 plus 6, that's 19. They're not even bloody.
Yeah.
Yes, there's 200 of them.
Yeah, she's not gonna
What?
stick around. She is leaving.
Okay.
She says, "At a time like this, that Shorad was still around, it would be really wonderful." And she runs in the direction she came from. And isn't Freyja dead?
We're running. Xavier is gonna attempt something.
Okay, what are you attempting?
Your leader is dead. There's an unborn child here who needs saving. If you get out of here alive, there's no saving it. Are you willing to do this?
I'm not even
'Cause I'm-
gonna let you roll for persuasion. It doesn't work.
Alright,
Not
I
even
grab the
gonna
baby.
give you the fucking opportunity. No.
Alright, I grab the baby and bolt out of there. Flying.
Alright.
I
So,
turn into a... Wait, let me say what I'll turn into, man.
okay.
One of those, because I have no idea how to say it.
Quetzalcoatlus.
Yeah, that. And it doesn't provoke opportunity of attacks when I fly away, so that's why I chose it.
Alright.
You are in a hotel. Isn't there a roof?
He's flying out the
Me?
window. Alright. So yeah, if you can just fly out of the open a hole in the wall that Swift made when he crashed through the window. The ceiling of this portion of the Underdark is like 60 feet high, so you can easily get up and out of the way. Yes, I know.
Needed to clarify. Yeah, we're getting... since I'm a big boy, I'm gonna drop for them if they need... I'm gonna drop to Swift and Shanae so they can grab a lift. By lift, I mean...
Alright, if they want to grab on, make an athletics check to carry 2 people and a baby.
I'm a huge beast. Do I need to roll?
Yes. I'll give you advantage because of your size class, but you've still got multiple people on top of you.
Yeah, understand.
Oh yeah. There is absolutely no noticeable adjustment in your flight path You can even stay afloat while they're getting on. This is nothing to you. Alright. With 80 feet of flight speed, and the fact that you can fly, and the fact that none of these Minotaurs have longbows, you can easily get everyone away as long as Swift and Shanawani are climbing on.
If I have to remind you, you're the same person who said I don't show off.
Alright, as you're flying above them, you can see one of the Minotaurs jump out of Freya's window holding some sort of stone with a thumb-shaped groove on the top of it.
Shanawani says, "I am so glad that I took that. I hope enough of them were taken out."
Hold on, Swift. Trust me, this will be more interesting. Alright, you see the Minotaur depress the button on his trigger. Nothing happens. He presses it a couple more times and slams it against the ground. There is no response. The pillars upstairs have been disabled in time.
Shanawani starts laughing. Well, looks like they suffered from some technical issues.
You mock them about their technical issues as you fly away, getting the hell out of the Underdark.
She will toss the horns off her head.
The tiefling is going to wave at you, smiling, completely ignorant to what just happened. She's just happy to see you. Alright, you are all able to get out of the Underdark. Freya has been defeated. Her Minotaurs cannot enact Project Temper Tantrum. What do you do?
Oh my god. Swift. We forgot King Rex.
Whoops. I go, Shanawani goes, wait a minute. Aren't we forgetting someone?
We're forgetting 3 people, actually. Well, don't worry. They don't know how King Rex looks anyways.
We're still going to have to get him.
Yeah, obviously, but I need to deliver you guys with the dead infant before I can go.
Speaking of which, why am I holding a dead baby?
Well, I can't answer you right now because caca, but it's for the...
Swift, on top of a flying creature looking down from above with an excellent passive perception, it appears King Rex and Trabaco have joined a poker tournament outdoors and are currently gambling. They do not appear to be in any danger. Oh, sorry, not Trabaco, a bird. They don't appear to be even in the remotest of danger.
Yeah, doesn't Shanawani see this as well?
Yeah, if Swift points it out to you, absolutely. You won't even have to roll.
Well, right now my passive is a nat 20.
My passive is 23.
Alright, so all of you are effortlessly able to see the king and bird just playing poker with some random drow.
She rolls her eyes.
Just, why bother anymore? Is he worth saving? He seems happy.
We're still gonna have to get him.
Fine.
However, I think it's that.
You are all able to escape the Underdark unharmed as heroes. Dark heroes, but still technically heroes. The king and Burr will calmly join you about a half hour later.
Yeah, Shanawani. Well, after Xavier gets turns back to normal, she will hand the dead baby to him, and she will go wash her hands.
All right. And yes, Trabaco would have been participating in the poker tournament as well. Heroes, killer of the unborn, same thing.
You didn't need to treat the infant like that, but thank you for grabbing them. Now I need to atone for my sins and try to make up for my mistake.
I imagine you cast Reincarnate.
Yes, I will, my friend. Yes, I will. Then Xavier's just gonna sit on the ground, saddened by what happened, and just close his eyes and just start casting reincarnation.
Okay.
Rock. I already have.
Congratulations, you now have a 4-month-old rock gnome unborn fetus exposed to the elements. It very quickly starts to die again.
That's not how this works. They turn into a. Uh, it forms an actual body for them.
The spell forms a new adult body. Oh shit.
Yeah, so it's a baby and an adult gnome body.
Fuck it. So, you see an adult rock gnome appear before you. It curls up into the fetal position and starts sucking its thumb. It cannot speak. It's barely sentient, and it can't take care of itself, but it looks like an adult.
Xavier is
Shanawani.
gonna grab it, put it like, hold it as a baby, and he's just gonna start walking to the barony.
Shanawani just basically looks at this going, "You do know you're gonna have to true polymorph that thing into an infant, right?"
When we have Astashan, sure. And
Or
I'm gonna yell to you. I'm gonna yell to you, and I'm just like, hey, come give me a hand with this. I suck with children.
Shorad.
Yes, we get it. You want us to save Shorad. It's not a priority right now, though.
In any other campaign Swift, this would have been a level up quest, but because of the way I chose leveling up to be story relevant, technically, you could have just let her become queen and not had to deal with any of this. And none of this was anyone's backstory quest. So no level up.
Yes. I have a personal level up quest I'm gonna do. Well, I don't think you guys are in, but I am gonna do.
All right, I am going to wrap things up in just a little bit. Next session, we can go after Xavier's quest, rescue Aztashan, and or rescue Sharad and whoever else is still there.
Next session, I'm gonna go treasure hunting. I didn't buy those for nothing.
Okay.
Shanawani's gonna go purchase a better bow.
Go for it.
Man, can't believe this is what happened. Are you proud of yourself?
I'm very happy. Words cannot describe how happy I am, baby murderer.
Can't. Shut up! You can't do that.
You knew! That's the best part.
No, in game, because I told you multiple times. Plus, you said how much you hate it. It would be metagaming if I fucking didn't fight her because I have an instinct that she has a baby inside of her.
Still murdered a baby Xavier.
But I reincarnated it. So fuck.
As an adult with an infant's mind that can't take care of itself, what are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna fuck let everybody. Thorog had said he had a child. I'll- he could be a dad.
By the time this baby is an adult mentally, it's gonna have the body of an old man.
Don't worry, we can always just get Astashan to ma- true polymorphin. And yes, I said Astashan. I didn't say Shorad.
I'm actually genuinely surprised Joseph didn't tell you about getting the enemy pregnant. But you'd think that'd be important information, but I guess not.
No. The problem is he left out the part where she's a minotaur. He's just like, and there's a secret, but I'm not gonna tell you, which was that she's a minotaur. He forgot about her being a fucking pregnant woman.
I mean, it just shows you his priorities, I guess.
Shanae, you're biased. You're so biased.
Technically, Swift, it was Xavier who murdered the baby. He dealt the finishing blow on a pregnant woman.
Yeah, so don't worry, you're not the baby killer. It's me because I'm obviously at fault for this somehow because Giorgio fucked the enemy.
Yep.
How am I to blame? He shouldn't sleep with the enemy. This is bullying. This is extreme bullying, Zeno.
I just want to take a moment to say, I love you all. I wish no harm to come to you. Also, fuck all of you.
And I need a babysitter now. I don't know how I'm gonna deal with a who is in an actual huge form. I have an idea of someone I can make deal with this. Since we're in the progress of having a child on our own, this is
Oh
the
shit! For a split nanosecond, I thought that clip was real, and it freaked me the fuck out. I was like, no!
I can't believe you yelled that loud.
It scared the fuck out of me.
Jesus. Hey, I don't kick, I punch.
Right, you punch pregnant women in the guts with bladed fists, like a real hero.
Exactly. Thank you for knowing, Zeno. By the way, this is practice for Farazan, the collector. Since we're gonna have a child of our own, she might as well start practice with this.
Brave and noble heroes.
Why? Why? Why is it me? Swift was in on this. Joseph was the one who caused all of this. I'm not at fault here. I'm partially at fault. Yeah, see, it's
I'm starting to black out. I'm laughing so hard. Oh, you guys are the best.
what you caused.
Uh, uh, uh.
Yes,
Okay,
I am
I'm
not
good.
happy. Not happy. Not happy with this treatment.
I love you, Xavier. Baby murderer. Anyway, enough picking on Xavier. I've had my fun. And Swift, don't blame yourself. You literally had no way of knowing because Joseph didn't tell you, and Xavier would have been metagaming If he had told you, so it's not. It's genuinely not your fault.
Why am I not getting one of those? Since you already admitted it would be metagaming if I told him.
Because I want to pick on you, Xavier.
Not fair. Clearly biased treatment here. You know what? Joseph was right. You do pick favorite.
But no, legitimately, it is no one's fault. Enough picking on the baby killers. Okay, you're right. I should stop.
Fun session. A lot of fun, Zeno. Loved every single bit of.
Oh, I'm so glad you had a good time.
Nah, but for reals, it was a fun session.
Oh, huh. No,
You
I
were
genuinely appreciate you not metagaming and playing your character true. This is so much more dramatic this way.
not for an actual sometime. I did forget all about the baby. So as soon as you were just like you kill the baby, I'm just like fuck.
I wonder if he's not Joseph anymore. Vesudian or Danar? I can't remember.
What?
Danar. I wonder if Danar's gonna be pissed that you killed his kid.
He fucking abandoned it like every anime dad. He better not care.
Hey, that could have been the next Gon.
Oh my god, no. But now he's just. Wait, what's that story about the guy that grows backwards?
Benjamin Button.
Yeah, this is him now. He was a baby at 90 years old, so this is basically it.
All right. Well, that was a blast. Does anyone want to do any housekeeping before we end it here?
Uh,
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 since it's nothing major, would you say next month a month would pass?
Yeah, I imagine all of you would need a month to recuperate.
I need more than a month.
yeah, yeah. By that point, Shauna Wani's probably just gonna say screw it and try and involve the college in trying to get Shorad back.
All right, and then Shanawani, if you want to buy items, you can buy uncommon items at the guild hall, but because you're not a member of the guild, they will charge you double. Otherwise, if Xavier is willing to share, you can buy items from Phase Run. She does have items of various rarities, but she will have to roll to see if they're even in stock.
I'll go for.
You can try fairism.
I'll try that.
Is there anything specific that you're looking for?
Bows, long bows specifically.
All right, let me do a quick search really quickly. Actually, I wonder if I have anything that I would want you to have.
No, don't give him the option. Just say something specific. He's gonna try to give you some cursed item.
I would never.
Bro, I'm wearing
Oh,
gauntlets
certainly
that
will.
pit fiend. What are you on about?
Fuck, you're not a drow. You can't have that, Bell. One moment.
Yeah, you're trying to give me the deck of souls.
He was gonna give you a bow.
I will say this is one item that is definitely in stock should you want it. It's twice the cost of a normal longbow.
Give me a minute while I check it out.
And then I think I missed an ad.
Oh dear God, I can't. My character can't use that.
I will give a speech
Her
to
strength
the...
is her strength is 13.
Oh, yeah. No.
Weakling. Hides his strength 14. You weak.
Yeah, but my character can shoot a fly out of the air from 100 yards away.
I don't have a lot of magic items at all.
Shut up, Xavier.
The problem is, I literally don't use half of these, and but at the same time, there's no point of selling.
I'm just checking really quickly to see if there are any, What is a corpse lair?
Swift, would you like a rune of absorb element 5? I'm feeling generous.
Well, if I wanted something specific, I would want the vicious longbow, maybe.
Let me check the rarity. That is rare. Okay. Let me roll to see if it's in stock in Phasron's inventory. Okay. There is a 35% chance that she will have a rare item in stock. She rolled an 87. So, yes, she has that in stock. And she will charge you standard price instead of double because she doesn't have guild rules, meaning it will cost you 5,000 gold pieces. Unless
Yeah, she's just gonna turn around because she doesn't have that kind of money.
Why we need to get Nania her hands back.
Yeah, my character only has 766 gold.
Yeah, magic weapons are going to be way too expensive for you.
If anything, I'll probably go for a longbow +1.
You can afford if a uncommon weapon though, because those are only 500 gold pieces. So if you want me to roll and see if she has one of those in stock.
Yeah, sure. 1 second. Let me see if go for anything specific.
And if you want me, I can just.
I have to say, the Hellfire weapon isn't as cool as it should be. It sheds dim light in a 5-foot radius and transfers any soul killed by it into the river Styx. Like, I don't care where souls go when they die.
Actually, would care if you had the reincarnate and revivify spell.
Longbow of warning.
Longbow of warning.
Visoden, would you like the rune of absorb element?
Yeah, she has it in stock. You can go ahead and add that for 500 gold pieces.
You didn't answer me, Visoden. Would you like me to send you the description?
Okay, so it's in stock.
Yes.
Yeah, she will purchase it.
Excellent. Go ahead and add that to your inventory. And then as far as Swift, you said you're going to give a speech to the... where is it?
Left and right hand.
Thanking them. Maybe one day they could start working together more. I'd like to... Okay. Yes. You give them a very inspiring speech. They don't immediately band together, but perhaps in the future... in the near future, you can roll for persuasion to try and bring them together, but not right now. Also, if you can afford a magic item and you would like to roll to see if Phasron has it in stock, you can absolutely do so. You and I never talked about if the left hand gets paid. They get paid by the crown.
No, basically, he's asking for his money, Zeno. He's asking
Okay. Well, he's gone. Oh, there he is. I didn't even think of that.
Bro, we're very materialistic. Okay, I did something bad. I said we. I'm very materialistic, so you have to expect.
Well, I know. I reduced the 500 for my
Yeah, you just said
well,
for free question mark, and I got confused.
No, he's asking.
asking Xavier.
Yeah,
Oh, she'll take it.
it's called the rune of absorb elements fire.
All right. Well, I gotta get going. I mean, so
All right, later.
have a good day, everyone.
Mm.
We never talked about it,
Yeah,
Swift, because I never planned for you to play a left-hand character. I have literally no idea. Ask me later.
you know, if he gets paid more than 15 10, 15 D10s, we're gonna fight.
Actually, you know what? Just because you said that, Xavier, Swift, absolutely. You get a monthly salary of 150 gold pieces.
Zero.
So go ahead and add 150 gold pieces to your inventory.
I am gonna kill you.
If you hadn't said it, I would have come up with a different number, but since you decided to be obnoxious, I decided to do exactly what you told me.
I was being petty.
I know!
Swift, I get magical gems that give me less than that. Don't provoke.
Yeah, she keeps giving you like quartz, dirt, and like shiny ordinary rocks. She doesn't understand the difference. Even after you told her, she still doesn't really get it. Like 3/4 of your shipment is just limestone.
You know, if you want, if that's gonna affect it at all, I can literally go over there. So to help. Actually, I can just call Thomas to help them.
Nah,
Would let you give me the money I deserve?
no.
I know. So don't give excuses because we know that's not the reason.
Swift, I didn't kill the baby. Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm gonna go ahead and pause the stream now.